Every single time you press play, something gets taken from you. Not your time, not your money, something worse. And the scary part is you asked for it. Think about the last time you were bored. Really bored. Like sitting in a waiting room, nothing to do, just your thoughts bored. How long did it last before you pulled your phone out? 10 seconds? 5? And I get it. That feels harmless. It's just a video. It's just entertainment. You deserve to unwind. But here's what's actually happening underneath that. Every time your brain feels even a hint of discomfort, boredom, restlessness, a task that feels hard, and you press play to escape it, you are teaching your brain one thing. Discomfort is not allowed. And that one lesson is quietly destroying your ability to build anything real. Here's what nobody talks about when they say, stop watching so much YouTube. It's not about the hours. It's about what you're replacing. Because every time you press play instead of sitting with a problem, you steal from yourself. You steal the moment your brain would have had to actually work, to actually wrestle with something, to actually figure something out. Deep thinking doesn't feel good at first. Feels like friction. Feels slow. It feels like nothing is happening. And your brain, trained to expect a new video every 2 minutes, interprets that friction as failure. So you escape. And every escape makes the next one easier. This is how people get to 20, 22, 25 years old and realize they haven't actually gotten good at anything. Not because they were lazy. Not because they lacked talent. Because every time mastery required them to be uncomfortable, bored, frustrated, uncertain, there was always something to press play on. Learning an instrument? That's slow. That's frustrating. Press play instead. Writing, training, reading, creating, all of it requires you to sit in the discomfort long enough for something to actually develop. And you have been practicing the opposite of that. Every single day. Now here's where it gets darker. You've probably noticed that actual real life is starting to feel kind of dull. Like conversations feel slower than they should. Like your own thoughts feel quieter than a video. Like goals and plans feel distant and gray compared to a screen that's always bright and loud and instantly rewarding. That's not a coincidence. That's not depression. That's not just who you are. That's what happens when you condition yourself to expect constant stimulation. Your baseline changes. And once your baseline changes, everything that doesn't match it feels boring. Feels not worth it. Feels like too much effort for too little payback. Real life can't compete with an algorithm designed by engineers whose only job is to keep you watching. And you've been letting it compete for years. People talk about motivation like it's a personality trait. Like some people just have it and others don't. But motivation isn't a trait. It's a signal. Your brain sends it when it believes the effort is worth the outcome. And here's the problem. After years of pressing play every time something got hard, your brain stopped believing. Not because you're weak, because you trained it to expect instant reward. And the real things, the career, the skill, the body, the life you actually want, those take months, sometimes years. Your brain looks at that timeline and compares it to a video that pays off in 8 seconds. And it taps out. Every time. The reason this is hard to admit is because watching videos doesn't feel like a problem. You're not doing drugs. You're not skipping school. You're just watching stuff. But that's exactly why it's so effective at quietly hollowing you out. You never feel it happening. You just notice one day that you're someone who keeps saying they'll start soon. Someone who has 100 ideas and 0 execution. Someone who feels tired without doing anything real. Someone who knows exactly what they should be doing and somehow still doesn't do it. That's not a discipline problem. That's what your brain looks like after years of pressing play every time real life asks something of you. I'm not telling you to delete everything and go live in the woods. I'm telling you to notice the pattern. The next time something feels hard, a task, a project, a thought you need to think through, notice the exact moment your hand moves toward your phone. That moment, right there, that's the moment that decides everything. Because in that moment, you either practice staying, which slowly rebuilds your ability to do hard things, or you press play. And teach yourself one more time that discomfort is something to run from. Most people will watch this, feel something, and then immediately press play on the next video. And that's the whole point. You have to actually do something different. Not tomorrow. not after this series ends. Now, sit with something uncomfortable today. Stay with it longer than you want to. Let your brain feel the friction without escaping. That's the only way back. And the fact that it sounds hard, the fact that even reading that made part of you want to scroll away, that should tell you everything.